Welcome back. In this video, we will study how to search a element in an array using linear search method. Linear search method is one of the most easiest search technique to search any element within an array. Imagine these are a set of marks for a student, right? Student has secured all these marks and I want to search the element 99. Imagine the search element is 99. So what I will do, I have to iterate through every element. So linear search will tell us to iterate through every element in the array. And when we are iterating and when the search is found, in such case, the loop must break and it must provide a response telling that the search is found at this particular position. For example, 99 is my search element. I want to search in this array. So from the array, I can tell that this is my 0th index because array index always starts with 0, right? So this is my 0th index, first index, second, third, and fourth and fifth index, right? Totally it is a length of totally the length is 6, right? So now what I'll do, 99 is at third position. Now I will start iterating through every element in the marks. This is my array and I will start iterating with every element. Initially, I will start with 67 and the search element is 99, right? I want to search 99. So I will compare. If the search element 99, if it is equal to 67, then it must return me the position. But here 99 and 67 both are not equal. So what happens? 67 will not be taken for consideration and the loop goes on incrementing. So now the control will point towards the first position, that is 98. So it will again check if 98 is equal to 99 or not. Both are not equal. So again it will move on to the next iteration, that is 81. Even 81 and 99 both are not equal. You have to write a condition where the search element must be equal to the iterated element. And next, what I will do, I will move on to the next iteration, that is 99, which is the third index. Now the search element is 99 and the element at the third index is also 99. So the match is found. Clear? Finally, at the third position, the match is found and I have to return the value. I have to return the index of the search element, that is the index of this is 3. Right? So this is how linear search works. This is the most easiest search technique. Now, once the search index is found, the remaining elements after this search index would be skipped. The remaining elements are 94 and 70 after the index 3. Right? It may be even a n number of elements present after the search index. All they are skipped or all they are ignored. Now, let us write a program for this. So, how will write a program here? Here, I want to search. Let us name it as target element which I want to search. Now, this is my search element, that is 99. Right? So, I want to search 99 and let us create a temporary variable to store the index. We'll create a temporary variable called as found at. Finally, I can use this found at variable to store the index. And let us name it as -1. You will come to know why we are assigning it as -1. Right? So, once this is done, what we are doing here, we have to iterate through every element. Right? For int I equals to 0 because what happens, the array index always starts with 0. I less than marks dot length. Always remember, use the length value like instead of we providing it manually. Or else even you can calculate the length using for loop. That is not an issue. Right? Now, this will iterate through every element. Now, what is the condition I will be using here? What I have done here, if the search element is equal to the first iteration. If not, then to the next iteration. So, I will keep on comparing. Right? So, I will write a condition. If the search element is target. If target is equal to the first element, then followed by a next element. So how to fetch the element in the array? Using the index. Marks of index is denoted by I, right? Marks of I will provide me the value or the element of the array. If the match is found, then I will update the variable found at. Initially found at will be -1 because the search is not found. Now since the search has been found, I will update the element position as I, because at this particular position itself I found the target element, right? Now as I mentioned, as soon as I find the target element, the remaining, the iteration would be skipped or iteration would get stopped. So how to stop the iteration? It is using break keyword, right? Now I will close the parenthesis, right? Next I'll write a condition. If found at is not equal to -1, if it is not equal to -1, then I will print telling that element is found at particular index, right? Found at index, and I will print the position, that is found at. Else I can directly tell element is not found. Element not found. Correct? Hmm. Now let us see how this will work. So the iteration starts with I equal to 0, and here we are trying to search the element 99 in this array, and we know that it is present at position 3, right? So 99 is present at position 3. When I is 0, it will check for the condition I less than marks dot length. Marks length of the array is 6, right? So it will check, it will keep on iterating till the value of I is 6. Now when I is 0, 0 is less than 6, it will move on to the next iteration. Next, it will move on to the if loop, if condition. That is target, which is target is 99, right? Target is 99. So target must be equal to marks of I. What is marks of I? I is 0. So marks of I is 67. So initially to check for 67. If 99 and 67, if both are equal, then it will update. But here it is not equal. So the iteration will move on where I value get incremented to 1. Right? The iteration comes out and I value gets incremented. The condition is false and I value gets incremented. Now I is 1. Now target is equal to marks of I. Marks of I means the next element, that is 98. So it will compare if 99 is equal to 98 or not. If both are equal, then it will assign. But since even that is not equal, again the condition is false. Again the value of I is incremented to 2. Now the latest value of I is 2. It will check at second position, that is the value at second position is 81, right? Now it will again check if 99 is equal to 81, but it is false. So again the value of I is incremented to 3. Now the value at third position is 99, right? And the targeted value is 99. Now again the comparison will happen where 99 is equal to 99, that is target is equal to marks of I. The value of I is 3, right? This is my latest value. The value of I is 3. The search is found. Now the search is found. It will enter the if condition and it will update the value of found at, right? The found at initially was -1, right? So now the found at will be I. What is the value of I? It is 3. Break statement would get executed, telling that the remaining elements after the search would be skipped. So 94 and 70 are getting skipped at position 4 and 5. Now it will directly come out of this for loop and check for if condition which is outside the for loop, right? Whenever I'm using break, whenever we are using break, it will directly come out of the loop and it is checking the condition if found at is not equal to -1. What is the value of found at? We have 3. It will check for the condition. If 3 is not equal to -1, the condition is true. 3 is not equal to -1. So it will finally print that it is found at index 3. Right? So this is how linear search works. Now let us see this in the editor. Here, if you notice, I have made use of a scanner class so that we can enter the number of elements in the array. We can even take the array elements from the user, right? So here if you see, this part is used to take the array size, and next what I am doing, I am creating an array name called as marks, and I will be entering the array elements, right? So I have used marks.length to enter the array elements. Next, I will enter the element to search, even that is via scanner class. I am not doing any manual work here. So once it is done, the remaining all logic remains same. Here the search element is assigned to the variable key, and here this is the linear search program, like where I have which is the same program as I have explained. Now let us run this. Yes, let me enter the size of array as 6 and enter 6 elements. Let me enter some random elements: 56, 99, 79, 40, and finally it is 78. Right? So these are the 6 elements. Now I want to search the element 79. So I will enter the element to be searched. Now it returned the index at 3. If you look, 78 is the 0th index. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Finally at 3rd index, the search got found. Now let me run it again. Let the size of array be 6. Enter the 6 elements like 99, 67, 49. Let me enter 99, not 99, 67 again, and 48 or 68. How many elements are over? 3, 5 elements are over, and 98. Now what I'll do, if you notice, I have repeated 67 twice, at first position as well as at the third position. Now let me enter 67 as an element to be searched, and let us see which index will it give. Yes, it is found at index 1, which means that linear search will always give priority to the first index whenever it is found. So here 67 is found at the first index. So it is returning the first index, right? So as soon as index is found, it is ignoring the other elements. Even though the element has been appeared twice, it is ignoring it. So it will always give the priority to the first index, whichever it finds. This is about linear search. Here what I have done is, I have taken the input from the user itself. Instead of me manually writing the input, that would be fixed only for that case. So better to use scanner class and take the input from the user. Now let us see one more example. So let the array size be as 5 and the elements as now I will enter the element which is not present in the array. For example, 60. 60 is not present in the array. So it must return me telling that the element is not found, as I provided the statement here, right? So if element is found, it will return me the index. If element is not found, then it must return me the printing statement as per it, right? Now let us see. Yes, the element is not found. So Always make sure whatever logic you are writing, that must be applicable to both positive and negative. Here we found that the element which was present in the array, it used to return the index. But also we noted that if the element is not present, it must return a appropriate message telling that the element is not found in the array, right? So this is about linear search. In the upcoming video, like, we will practice some more programs. Till then, keep watching and keep practicing. Thank you.